So I want everybody to know that you are good enough, right? I want everybody to know that you deserve everything you put your mind into, right?
When people see a model, they see the spotlight, they see the style, they see the glam.
Exactly.
But what's one thing about a fashion model that people would not believe unless they lived it?
It's a very, very technical question because everything that you see out there, oh, they get to tell you this is how it goes. I mean, the internet tells you what they want you to see. Okay, so they don't tell you what the fashion model goes through, like behind the scenes or whatsoever. So I think there are a lot of things, right? Even if you are maybe tall enough as, I mean, that's the criteria for modeling, right? They don't tell you what you have to pass through to keep fit for that body, right? They don't tell you, oh, if you are too slim, you have to do this for you to get at least a body, right? So I feel that there are a lot of things that models go through, which is the words. I mean, there are so many things said that it can make you have self doubt, right? I think the pressure to always come out the best, right? Even if you are breaking down, to always, oh, when the spotlight is on, you have to appear, oh, I am fit, oh, I am this, right? They go through a lot, they go through so much. But I mean, for me, I just feel that the words are just the main thing because I feel everybody is meant to be encouraged, irrespective of anything, right? I feel everybody should have that backbone, to have those people that say, "Oh, you can do this," right? "Oh, you can actually face this." And then imagine hearing that every single day. It gives you that strength, it gives you that courage, it gives you that drive to always, okay, even if I'm breaking down, I mean, people are believing in me. At least, even if there's nothing I can stand for, let me rise up for these people. Let me rise up for people that are saying you can do this, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel that the words are the main thing because words matters. What people say matters. I know I'm not seeking for validation, but at the same time, I want that, especially from friends, family, right? I don't care about the audience, the people, but they are the main thing. But at the same time, when it comes to personal things, I want that encouragement from my friends, from everybody. So everything I'm saying here boils down to words. Those are like the backbones.
Okay.
Yeah.
To qualify to be a model, what's your expected height? Because I don't know.
All right. Normally, and I've done some research, right?
Okay.
Because you have to be this, you have to be that, and it's very draining to hear that. But I feel a normal person has to be. I think there's this particular country I cannot really remember, but they said I think 6'1". As a normal guy,
Wow.
you have to be 6'1".
That's a lot now.
That's a lot. I know. As a normal guy, that's 6'1", and then I think for ladies, for the females, I think 5'8",
5'8", 5'9".
something like that. So if you are 5'8", manageable for the guys.
Yeah.
But if you are less than that, it's a problem.
Okay.
Right. So this is a lot. That's why I said a lot happens behind the scenes. It's not just about the glamour or the model. Models face a lot.
Okay.
Right.
Are you up to 6'1"?
Exactly. I know you are going to go to that, which is amazing because I mean you will not get to see me every day. You will not get to see this kind of person and then say, oh, I'm a model because it's said that my type of height is not supposed to be a model.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you don't have to say that. That should not be. I just feel that should not be a thing.
Yeah.
Because if you are giving something to model and that person can do it in a very unique way, I feel that person is a model.
Yeah, it's
You don't have to
qualified.
look at. I know the height is a criteria in terms of the clothing brands, for example. Some clothing brands sew clothes that, or make clothes rather, that they have to like keep it for these kind of people. They don't make clothes for us. And I heard that the clothes that they make sometimes is easier worn by tall people.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not easy to make our kind of clothes. Right. So that is another thing said. But I just feel that if somebody is very unique in selling that particular clothing or that particular product at least, I feel that person should be given a spot, should be given a try.
Okay.
Right. And then you get to know, oh, okay, let's see. So that's just it. But then my type, it's a lot because I've heard a lot of things.
Okay.
You are not this, you are not that, you are not good enough. Your height, oh, is that the person? Are you serious? I better go. That one no be money. Say I did. a lot of things. What have I not heard? That at this point I don't even care anymore.
Okay.
Right? I just do my thing. Right? It breaks me down. I'm not going to lie sometimes, but at the same time, it makes me even want to do more because I'm not, like I said, I'm not seeking their validation. I'm just proving a point that I can do this, irrespective of what you say. Right? So that's why I said I just need that support. Oh, you can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to come
The
guide me on what to
encouragement.
do or whatsoever. Just I need that word, those words. I can do it. So
Wow.
that's basically it.
Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
And I like the fact that irrespective of all the doubts and all the discouragement, you're
Yeah.
still pushing forward.
Still pushing every single time.
Man, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you so
I like
much.
that.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Tell us a story.
So
How you got into modeling? Was it something you dreamt of, or it just happened by chance?
I'm always happy when I get to tell people my story, especially because I feel that there are a lot of things that happened
Yeah.
that is really intriguing to hear
Wow.
because I've gone through a lot. While growing up, when I was much younger, I think 11, right? So that was my first time working on stage in terms of pageantry, right? So at that time, I was still all. I mean, I feel when you are much younger, you don't get to like see the hurdles and everything. It's when you grow older, right? You get to see hindrances that will stop you from making your dreams happen, all these kind of things. So when I was much younger, that 11, I think when I was 11, yes, I was on stage, and then at that point, I was 11, and the other contestants were, I think, seven.
Seven.
Let's just say 7, 8,
Okay.
right? So first of all, the thing that they said was I was too big for that particular. Like I was too big, and I'm like, I'm trying to. That's like my first time, and it was my sisters. Shout out to them that introduced me to this, and I was really excited for that thing. I'm somebody that when I want to do something, I put my mind into it, and even if you say a word to me, I will not even. It will break me. I will feel whatsoever, but I feel that's the struggle before you get to the climax. So they said I was too big, and then I was like, at that time I didn't really know what it was, but still, I still went in. I was resilient and the rest. I still pushed forward, and then I got my first sash. I was the winner, irrespective of everything. They were even saying, "Oh, the crowning moment." They had a lot to say that this was this was that. Even the I'm not saying they were bad, but the mothers of the other contestants were fighting me. And that time, I did not know what to do. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we won, and that was something to think of because I had a lot of struggle, even when I was small. But then I still persevered and I was really happy. That made me mad to go into more things like that, right? I started having that drive, but at the same time, there was nothing to push it, right? You like the stage, but there was nobody to bring you on the stage. So with that, I still continued my dancing, obviously, but it was still a hobby, right? At that point, I did not like dancing on screens. I just dance when I hear music, but when it's time to do or sing or whatever. So that was just how I was. I was still focused on medicine, right? I finished secondary school. I got into uni, and then well, medicine didn't work out, but at least I was still in the medical field. And then my parents are all happy. Oh, okay, still go with this, still go with that. But then when I'm not saying that I don't like the medical field, I mean, that is always, or that has always been my dream. But I'm saying that I want to do this, I also want to do this. And I know it's hard, but that is what I want. I want that pressure. Even if it will break me, I keep saying because I always break, but at the same time, that is what I want. Do you understand? So, from there, a lot of pressures. Oh, you cannot do this. How can you juggle this? Stop one thing. You cannot serve two masters at a time or whatsoever. Oh yeah, now fine. I started doing. Then my family started saying the same thing, and it started making me feel really less of myself because my ancestor. I was a very good drawer. I draw. I'm an artist, but I don't think anymore like that. But my family, sorry, my father stopped me from drawing because every Sunday I can never forget. Every single day, you see papers around my house. Anything I'm drawing. Me and my cousin, right? We are always drawing. Every Sunday, we are going to the dining table. We are drawing pictures. We are drawing this. And then my father said, every single time drawing. You don't do any other thing except drawing. And I don't know. That's just how when words are said repeatedly, it just kills a lot of things. I just feel nobody should do that to people, right? They said that, and I cannot really remember, but I just know I stopped. Right? I stopped drawing. Even this normal maybe sketch. I drew comics. I drew a lot of things. It was crazy. I'm just remembering it now. It's mind blowing because I cannot do that anymore. Even if I want to try, it's there, but you know when there's it's a talent, but you have to develop it.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So it was there, but they stopped it, and it did not grow with me, right, to this extent. So it dropped. Everything died, and it's really sad because I know how in Nigeria now it's not what you study.
Okay.
Right, it's what, so it kills me. It made me feel less and the rest. But at the same time, that passed. That was a phase.
Yeah.
It's no longer there in me, even if it's there, but it's not really intense, right? And then I got into university. I started doing my course, and then I also, okay, I was happy, and then I started seeing the house,
Okay.
because those are like my support system,
System.
right? I don't want problem, but at the same time, I started pushing my mind into it. I started saying, let me see it. And I don't know, God has a way of doing things, because as I said, okay, let me see it, I started seeing every single thing that come across my eyes, that thing, and it will make me want to even look at it more. And then I got to see the flyer of Grab the Mic Unical. It's a singing competition,
Okay.
right? And I was, okay, I sing. I've not gone on a stage before to sing. I sing in church and in choir, but then I've not competed with other singers, right? And then I was like, how about I do this? But still, I had that, no, don't do this, no, don't
Doubt,
do
the
that.
doubt,
But then, yes, the
holding you.
self-doubt, do not let it get to you, because it has happened a lot. And if you follow it, you would be so sad at the end, because you know that, so I was having second thoughts about it, but still I went. That is me. I'm resilient.
Wow.
Still I went, and then a lot of things. I mean, that was where I met singers. When you think you're good at something, and then you meet people. Oh, your mind is day. I'm not even joking.
I can't
Your mind is
relate.
day. I saw people. I was like, can I even sing?
Sing.
I said, no, I know they do again. I left. I came back, and then we started rehearsals. But then at the end of the day, I found out that everybody's unique in their own way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That singing, people they sing, but at the same time, what makes you unique in your singing? Because I noticed that when I come up to sing, they are better singers than me. They are better pitchers. But then they always have this chair when I'm singing. They're like, I'm good. I'm like, have you heard you? They're like, oh, you're very good. You sound so nice. Have you heard yourself? So that made me realize that everybody has a unique something in them.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's a great pitcher, right? And then this person is not a great pitcher. You can actually use your depth in singing. I don't know if you know things about singing, but you can actually use
I don't know
your
a lot about singing, but I can relate to what you're trying to
You
say.
can actually use your deep voice to bring. I mean, you have heard deep voice people, and then you're like, So everybody have what they can bring on stage. So that made me say, oh, okay, let me continue. Let me carry this with fire. Right. I had so many challenges in terms of, oh, what is the perfect song to choose at that point, because we needed a song. We had 3 stages: the first stage, the second stage, and every stage had eviction. So it was intense. So imagine, then they gave us a task, right? And funny enough, everybody sang. It was a task for singing a song, and then you get to qualify to the next round. And then I didn't even know how. I just said, let me just do this thing as we're doing sake. Turns out I won that task, and I don't even know how, because I heard other people and they were like, it's just the creativity that they looked at. It's not even about the voice. And I was like, Jesus, that means if I did not do this. I won that particular task, and I went to semi-finals, right? And then grand finale day, I told my friends to come. At least I know that I have good friends when it comes to attending myself. So I told my friends to come, and then they were all cheering me and the rest. And that day, I was it was intense. I was shaking. But there's something about me. I keep using myself because I don't know about people, but I know what I've gone through. If there's something about me on stage, if I'm scared, I always say this. My mother always tells me this. Whatever it is, if you are scared, just say, Holy Spirit, help me. And I keep saying that every single time before I go on stage. I might come out the first outing all shaky and the rest, but you see the second time, I will not shake. Even if you tell me, oh, the president is here, I swear to God, I'm not going to move an inch. Right. So that motivated me. I came out and I sang. But then again, at the ending, the finale, eviction happened, I was not evicted. People that sang so much better. I was like, shout out to them, I beg. At the grand finale, I was with somebody and we were holding hands, and they said, contestant number 8. God knows that I don't know how tears came out, but like that person that came first runner up, the person I'm not even going to lie, the person on his last song sang like a girl and a guy.
Wow, like
In a song, yes. And I was like, I cannot even beat this person. Come on. And then I'm hearing contestants, how? everybody shouted. And that was when I knew that no matter what you do in this life, have God.
Yeah.
Know your strength.
Yeah.
You are unique in your own way. You don't have to say, oh, people are. No, come on. Just know what you like, what you know.
Yeah.
Right? And that was how I won and I emerged as. And that was their first edition. So I was like their perennial winner. Grab the mic, Unicam.
Okay.
So, I mean, I met everybody from different faculties and the rest. Come on. And then from there, I was like, how about I try pageantry in another stage?
Yeah.
Right. Let me go for that. Because I started seeing my friends going there and I was like, since 20, I mean 20 something, let me just try it again one last time. And then I went for my faculty pageantry. And then it was still the whole hurdles and everything.
Yeah.
But I won.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it seems
Yeah.
funny, but I had a lot to pass through to go there. And it's not like every win, shall, because I know there are some things I did not. But then I'm grateful for the little wins. I won. I'm Mr. Nimelsa currently. I'm handing over very soon.
Wow.
Right, Mr. Medlab. And then from there, I got the franchise to contest for Mr. Unicam for my faculty. A lot happened that period. And I was confident, I was everything at that stage. But at the end of the day, I came out first runner.
Wow.
But I'm not looking at the bad things, I'm looking at the little wins.
Yeah.
Right. And then I went for other singing competitions, it didn't really come out well. But still at the end of the day, I had things to do. So I had this story, all these stories said, a lot happened in terms of people telling you you cannot sing, people telling you you cannot do this, you are not good enough. Do you have the strength for this? You have better things to think of. You are a medical student. That was the core thing. Oh, every time modeling is that the only thing in your head? Come on.
I mean,
Come on.
Yeah.
Hearing those things from people, how do you feel?
it's really,
I know maybe some of them were like out of care,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it was hurtful. And I'm somebody that don't know how to express myself, but at the same time, I can if I want to.
Okay.
I'm learning, I'm still learning. So I just heard all those and just keep it to myself, right? But at the same time, while keeping to myself, just put positive things in your head. So I had a lot during this journey. I had struggles and everything, right? And please, what I want to tell the audience, do not say things without thinking. You might think it's normal, but it hurts people.
Yeah.
Right? You might think it makes people, it breaks down people. If they're saying they're going for this, just ask why before you start saying your things.
Yeah.
You don't even know the reason why the person is pursuing for this. You don't even know why the person is saying this, right? And then when you are wrong, say you are wrong,
Yeah.
right? So that is my journey. That is my story. I do not want to say a lot, but
Yeah.
this is basically my story.
Okay. Before I say anything,
Yeah.
let's go back to those days for your resilience and
Yeah.
for your wins despite all the doubts.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
and
you
well
so
done.
much. Thank you so much.
Okay. I mean, let me take this one from you, and I totally appreciate that you just said something that
Yeah.
if people are doing something for themselves,
Yeah.
we should learn to encourage them,
Encourage
irrespective of whatever we feel. Because if we try to doubt them at that point,
Yeah.
that's we like trying to kill their shine. Because
Absolutely.
recently, I think I have had these thoughts not quite long. So I see some things people do. I disagree with them in my head, but I see that they're doing that out of excitement.
Yeah.
I won't want to say anything in maybe to make them feel a certain way. I just allow them enjoy that moment.
All right.
Sometimes if you feel they are going to learn the lessons, allow
Yes.
them to learn the lessons, because you cannot really tell the outcome of what a
Exactly.
particular
You
thing
are
is
not
going to
God.
be. What you actually think might not work out might be their breakthrough. So sometimes if you see that maybe somebody is doing things from a place of excitement,
Yeah.
from a fulfilling state of mind, because
Yes.
whatever anybody does, thinking when they are happy doing a particular thing,
Yeah.
what you owe them is encouragement and just let them
Exactly.
enjoy
Just
their moment.
cheer.
Whatever comes out,
Comes out.
It's on them.
It's on them.
you understand?
Absolutely.
I mean-
It's on. They are responsible for themselves.
you understand. So thank you very much for that one.
Thank you too. I mean,
Okay.
I've learned to.
Yeah, I can see you're putting on the Flix way,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed this is the fashion brand.
Absolutely.
You have a gig with them.
Yes, I'm actually their face of Flixway.
Okay, tell me
I'm the
about
brand
this
ambassador.
gig.
This is my first time working with a brand.
Okay.
Right. I've worked with people, but not officially. right? So this brand, I was just called upon, and despite my height, despite my body size, despite everything, they still saw me fit
Yeah.
to give me this gig, right? So I'm really first, I have to shout out to them. They are really amazing people.
Yeah.
So about Flixway is not just a clothing brand; it's a movement, right? It's not just about it's not a boutique. That's what my manager always says. It is not a boutique. It's a clothing brand. It is not where you just walk in and just say, "Oh, I like this clothes." It's something that they say wear it yourself. That's the motive. That's the
Okay.
motto. Wear
Yeah,
it yourself.
I can see.
It deals on individuality. It deals on your personal self. What can you wear? What can bring out that glow in
Your
you?
personal style.
Yes, your personal style, right? So I just feel this brand is a good thing, right? That has happened to me,
Yeah.
and I want everybody to check the brands out. It's very amazing. They have good outfit. I mean, good, the best in Calabar. I'm not even going to lie. Seriously, I'm somebody that wears outfit. I'm somebody that's fashionable, and when it comes to fashion, they are the best.
Always. Is the fashion industry as glamorous as it is on the outside?
I'd love to now because, oh God, in as much as it is very, like you said,
Yeah.
glamorous, there are a lot inside that they don't tell you, right? It's not as beautiful as it thinks, as you think, or as everybody thinks.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of pressure inside. It's a whole lot of, you have to be this, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then it's dark skin too because people would say a lot. People would talk bad, right? And in terms of meeting up to expectations, meeting up to the audience eyes,
Yeah.
people have to go through a lot inside, but they don't tell you, right? They don't say it. They just come out and on that stage, and you think, oh, everything is well. It is not well. But I've done things inside. By the end of the day, it's just you that matters, honestly.
All right. From our conversation, I can tell you like pressure. Ah, now, calm down. You like pressure. How do you deal with pressure and stay relevant at the same time,
relevant.
and still look okay?
All right. So I don't know if I can bring up a little thing. I'm actually going for a pageant at this point.
Okay.
Right? It's something I'm looking forward to. It's happening real soon, October. It's almost there. It's
Yeah.
almost coming. It's by like I think the progression is just a month, and then this pageant comes with a whole lot of pressure, like pressure building every single time because this thing I talked about at the heights, you are good enough for people saying a lot. This
Yeah.
is where it came in full fold. This is
Yeah.
where it came in a lot. This is where I had to realize a lot of things. So the pressure from here, I don't know. I just feel that when I want to deal with my pressure, I just have to not think about it,
Okay.
right? I'm an overthinker, right? And I will think, but at the same time, I don't know. I try to divert my mind and be optimistic,
Yeah.
right? And be okay. Even this, at the end of the day, everything works out. At the end of the day, God is God. God definitely did. That is like my line,
Yeah.
right? So with all this pressure, with everything, how do I get to meet up with this deadline? How do I get to do this? I'll just drop my phone or whatsoever and do it and just breathe. That's number one thing before you. I'm a medical student. A lot happens when you breathe. You actually breathe and then tell yourself you can do this. Tell yourself if anybody did not do it, you can be the first. Tell yourself if everybody is saying this, you can make them say this. You can change the narrative. You can change the ideology, right? You can. I mean, with God, everything is possible, right? I'm not the most religious person, but I know that God comes through for me. So I just feel that in all this pressure, just have God. Be optimistic, even if yes, there are a lot in your mind. 90% is telling you you cannot do it, or you can this, that, that. 10% should tell you, oh, even if it's a little, just have faith that everything work out at the end. That's just what I feel that I do to like distract myself from so much pressure.
Oh, that's great. What does modeling taught you about discipline, confidence, and self worth?
Okay. Modeling has discipline, self worth. It's a whole lot because man, you have to love yourself before you actually do anything. You have to discipline yourself before you actually do anything. Modeling has taught me a lot, especially in the terms of pageantry. It has taught me a lot when it comes to confidence, right? Confidence is something that is within. If you don't bring it out, it's not going to come out.
Yeah.
You have to tell yourself you are confident enough, right? Self-worth, because people will make you feel like you are not worthy. People will make you feel like you are not good enough, but you have to love yourself first. I mean, you have to give yourself first before you give others. right? And then discipline. That's taught me a lot, honestly, because I knew how, even till now, I'm not going to lie, I still have self doubt and like less of self love.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be like, why am I like, why is my body like this, man? But at the end of the day, I'll still get up, right? Why is this like this, man? Why is this? Why is that? So I've just learned to always, regardless. That's why they say, regardless of on steel, regardless of anything that you think, just at the end of the day, stand up, because it's only you that is responsible for yourself. Stand up and continue,
Yeah.
right? Because I mean, it's better to try and fail than not try at all.
At all.
It's better to stand up and say, oh, I went through this, and then at the end of the day, it didn't work out. But at least I went through that journey,
Yeah.
right? I achieved my goal, right? So that is another thing. So even if you don't have self-love, just because I mean, you cannot be begging people to love you if you don't
Yeah.
love yourself.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have that self-love, try, right? As far as you have God that loves you, right? You have your family and the rest, just try. I mean, you are love yourself. So stand up and do everything you can do to get. I mean, every dream is valid.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to be seen and respected, honestly.
All right.
So,
Thank you. Aside being a medical student,
yes.
and if you were in modeling,
Yeah.
what path do you think you did have taken?
Honestly, I've not really thought about that because because I am just in my moments.
But you've always wanted to do everything now.
I don't know. I just feel I would have. I should be a great cook,
Ah,
a great chef. Like I don't know. I'm not really
you
sure
just
that.
mentioned another thing I didn't expect, because I was expecting you to tell me you would have been an artist, because you mentioned that earlier on.
Well, yes.
Okay, now why did you choose cooking?
I don't know, because first of all, my mother is a caterer.
Okay.
And I know it's somehow to say that, oh, your mother is a caterer and you don't really know how to do a lot of dishes. I can cook, but not to the extent of being, I the cook die.
Yeah.
Right? So I know that people say, your mother is a caterer and you know they cook. Come on. But I've always wished, even if I go to the kitchen,
Yeah.
it's still not there. I don't know if that was not passed to me, but it's still not there, honestly. So I've always wished that I was a great cook, I was a great baker. I know you can learn baking, right? But I've not really had the time to go there. So I've always loved or wished that, because I have friends who bake and they'll be like, oh, come and test my thing. I'm like, I will say, I will do this thing, all this kind of
You're
thing.
wishing, but you don't have passion for it, because
Yes.
if you do, you would actually find
Go
time
for
to
it,
learn
right?
and go for it.
Yes,
Okay.
I feel that to be them.
All right, thank you.
Whatever you say then.
Okay, what advice would you give to young people who look at you and want to get into this industry?
I want to encourage people to seek help without shame. I want people to know that it's okay to talk, it's okay to feel. Their mental health matters, honestly.
Okay.
So this journey, this thing made me realize that you are on your own, right? Even if yes, you have friends and everything, but when you want to do something, do it on your own. You have to do that thing on your own,
Yeah.
right? You have to go for that, achieve that goal, whatever it is. So this is now the journey that I said I realized I had this journey made me lose a lot of people, right? People said a lot to me, right? People said you're not tall. Like they were so direct. And I was like, I know. But at the same time, come on. I don't want you to tell me this. I just want you to, I've told you that I'm going for this.
Yeah.
Just say you can do it.
Yeah, encourage.
I know that you are talking based on reality and based
Yeah.
on care. I just want you to say,
Check.
just go. Because at the end of the day, it's me that put myself there.
Yeah.
It's me that went for this thing, irrespective of what I heard. What
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that even if the brand stands for this, at the end of the day, it can be false. They can tell you, oh, now we didn't say this,
Yeah.
right? This, that. I mean, I've seen pageants like that. So I know that this is what it is. You are being careful. You are caring. Like I know your opinions matter, and you have reasons backing them, but at the same time, I'm responsible for myself.
Exactly.
I know I need you for support and everything, but still, now me go put myself.
Yeah.
So all I just want you to is just say you just go.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to know that you are good enough, right? I want everybody to know that you deserve everything you put your mind into, right? Even if at the end of the tunnel there's no light, as far as you move, that is what it will sweet you. As far as you went through that thing.
Yeah.
So I want to be that voice, right? That is why that is my advocacy, honestly. That's what I'm telling to the audience.
Yeah.
Right? You can do anything you put your mind into, irrespective of whatever they say, irrespective of If they say, oh, this, that, you are good enough, that's like the bottom line.
Yeah.
Just maybe when you wake up early morning, you are good enough. I am good enough, rather.
Yeah.
Wake up tomorrow, I am good enough. That is everything. That is basically everything. So I want my story to them, to the audience, is please, whatever you have in your mind, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
right, just go through it. Just go. Like I said, it's better to try and fail than not even try it at all. Because I know that if with everything said and I step down,
Yeah.
right, I would not feel happy with myself. I would not feel fulfilled, right? I know, and at this point, I'm going for to prove my point.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I know that you have to go with a winning mind,
Yeah.
with a winning mindset to win. But I'm going to prove my point. I'm not seeking their validation. I'm just going to tell them that everybody deserves that opportunity, right? Gender, ethnicity, race, whatsoever, you deserve to be included. Do you understand? So that is my message to everybody.
Wow.
That is my message to everybody. So please, please, and please, do what is in your mind.
Yeah.
Do what is in your mind. So yeah.
Thank you. That's a powerful one. And I
Thank you,
think we are
sir.
like minds. You know why? I'm going to tell you 3 things you just mentioned now
Right.
that I can relate to and I can prove it to you now.
Okay.
This morning when I woke up, I took my marker. I wrote. I have a board inside my room. I wrote there, "I am enough," and I signed it. It's inside my room. This morning, I wrote it. I am enough, and I signed it. And you just mentioned something like that now, and you made another point that irrespective of your insecurities or self-doubt,
Whatever.
you don't need to let that hinder you. Go for whatever you want.
At all.
And another point you made is, which I've always held this, I've always known this, and I've always tried to apply it.
Yes.
If you want to do something, whether or not you have doubt, make sure you try it. Because if you win, you will be happy that you won.
I mean, the happiness is...
And if you lose, you'll be happy that at least you tried and it did not work. But if you don't do it at all, you might always live with the regret that maybe if you have done that thing, it would have worked out.
So
you better not,
maybe.
So you better not live with regret, but just try. That's when you know. If you never try, you never know.
Never know.
You understand? So thank you very much for that powerful one.
Appreciate it.
All right. What's one lesson you've learned in modeling that can be applied to life in general?
One lesson. People will always talk.
Okay.
Right? People will always have something to say.
Yeah.
People will always bash you. People will always say the negative things.
Yeah.
Right? But what makes you stand out is how you keep your head high and continue going. So that is what I've learned.
Okay.
I've learned that regardless of every single thing done, said, keep going. Keep going. Keep putting your head there. That's basically it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard.
Thank you
of
so
Fixed
much.
Way.
Fixed Way, yeah.
It's a pleasure having you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. So I don't know if I can say this, but I want everybody to vote for Mr. Benway for Elite Club Nigeria. I'll be very, very much appreciative.
you.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
And yes, see you on the stage.
Yeah.